Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. It is Thursday afternoon. That means the three amigos are back. We'll start with Dion. How you doing, sir?
Howdy, Mike. Ready for round two?
And Matt, how are you?
I'm awesome. I'm ready for round two. I can't wait to see. Like I said, these topics are always so much fun. I can never complain.
Yeah, so you guys both know I'm in the process of writing. Actually, the written word is done. It's now through editing. Now we're looking at the book cover, the back of the book, the spine. We're putting the book together for my second book, which is going to be a collection of 15 stories of people starting at different parts of life and becoming successful in real estate. And really what that's led me to believe is there is a simple two-step process to be successful at anything. If you choose to do something, there's only two steps that it takes. So what I thought I would do is review those with you two and see what you think. You guys okay with that?
Absolutely.
So again, this could be losing weight, getting in shape, financial independence, being better at your job, having a better relationship, understanding your kids, whatever it is. Step one, do the work. Do the work. And step two is there is no step two. It's just do the work. Now, for some of you, I say this in jest, but I truly believe that. There is kind of a step zero. Once you declare what you want to do, you have to go figure out what the work is. I get it. But then just shut up and do the work, right? I get frustrated when people get like 2 days or 3 days into doing what I say takes 90 days. And they're like, I don't get it yet, or this is stupid, or or worse yet, they do it for 2 days in a row. And they're like, oh my God, I can't do it 3 days in a row. Gee, I've been doing it for 20 years. What do you mean you can't do it 3 days in a row? So again, it doesn't matter what you want in life. Once you figure out what that is you want, that's on you. You can go find someone that's done it. And if they are truly a giver, like the three of us, they'll show you the way. We talk about it every week. We've got 4,000 videos on my channel, probably another 1,000 videos on your guys. We got a book, a course that's ridiculously cheap. Do the work. There's no step two. So I'll get off my soapbox. Dion, you want to talk about that first?
Sure. And this is a way to find out the type of nerds that are in the audience and see if they're my kind of nerds or not. But when Tyler Durden talks about the first two rules of Fight Club, everyone knows that. You don't talk about Fight Club. Second rule, you don't talk about Fight Club. Everybody forgets. There's a bunch more rules after that. So the first step is do the work. You need to know what the work is for the step that you're on. Yeah. If it's every day, 10 to 15 minutes looking at deals, that's the work you do every day. If it's like I mentioned in round one today, the steps to getting started in real estate are pretty much the same for everybody. The first couple, learn how to save, work on your credit score, talk to a lender. At what time is that the work that you should be doing? At no point is successful investing not doing the work. Exactly. I'm going to take a month off. Like, okay, an example, I'm literally taking a month off with a phone, making offers while I'm on the road. I'll be doing live streams. I'll be helping a friend. I just helped a friend make an offer on a duplex today. Even when it's time to be off, you could still do the work, because the great thing about investing is I'm buying investments, not another job.
Yeah. And Matt, what do you think about that simple two-step process? Think your kids can pick that up?
I'll send you a snap of my kid vacuuming this morning, because we are all, and my kid's 3, and we're all active participants. But yeah, I think, again, at its core, so if you love sports, right? Whether it's football or basketball, baseball or hockey, whether you love sport or soccer, if you love any of those sports,
or soccer, just the most popular sport in the world.
Look at me. Look at me. Do you think I ever played soccer? Are you kidding me? Yeah. So that's why it's soccer. I run for more than 3 minutes. Are you kidding me? Coach. Yeah, exactly. Hey, is there a fat boy league? Yeah, over here, So yeah, but if you look at it and you say, okay, whether you're a fan of any of those sports, pick your favorite player in any of those sports. If they only showed up for the game, how good would they be?
Oh.
If they only showed up for the game, how good would they be? If they didn't practice, if they weren't in the weight room, if they weren't in the film room, if they weren't doing all of those things, then how would they become that top tier athlete? This is the same thing. It's a skill. yes, there's some, for athletes, there's plenty of skill, but there's tons of hard work, but there's also a little bit of, touch from above.
Yeah.
In this, there isn't.
No,
there just isn't,
exactly.
because this is a skill that you can actually learn. And regardless of the fact that I've got a 2.5-inch vertical
on a good day.
Yeah. We're a video challenge. We will do that. I will show you I got better than a 2.5-inch vertical. So, but you look at it, and again, I just, I equate it to sports. I watch a lot of sports. I love sports. It's something I grew up doing and watching. But I look at those guys, and you can see the guys that just got a big fat contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
And their very first year, and it's like, wow, he looks a little softer around the middle. Well, that's interesting. He's not throwing 98 miles an hour anymore. Now he's throwing 94 and getting tagged. So I think that this really comes down to that, which is respect the process, respect yourself, recognize that top tier achievers do top tier preparation to get to that point. Now, does it mean you start there? No. Steph Curry wasn't shooting threes at a 70% level his entire life. He can do that now with no guard on him, but that's the kind of thing is you want to prep yourself, put yourself in that position, make the investment of time, effort, and energy, and recognize that it's those thousands of hours of hard work that most people don't see that meets your one moment of opportunity. People say, I'm sure to you, Mike, and I'm sure to you, Dion, wow, I can't believe you got that for that.
All the time.
All the time, right? It's like, oh yeah, just like fell out of the sky on my face. Like, no, I put that deal together. I put it together, and people can too, but you have to start somewhere and you have to do the work. And success is a journey. It's not a destination point.
Yeah.
So that's my take on it.
Dion, you want to add any more to that?
I do before you go, because you like to wrap up. So when you see a good parent or a successful investor or somebody who's really in shape, we think, I want that. I want a good relationship with my kids. I want money to work hard for me. I want the six-pack. You can't say, when I have more money, I'll start to save better. When my kids are older and moved out of the house, then I'll pay more attention. To have what those people have, watch what they do. The person who's really in shape works out constantly.
Yeah, watches what they eat.
Routinely.
Probably sleeps 6 to 7, 8 hours a day, recuperate.
Watches what they eat, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
The successful investor, it isn't like you reach financial freedom and then quit.
No.
We all think, oh, it'd be great to sit on a beach. 5 days later, we're looking for something to do.
Yes.
So watch what successful investors do. And what are they doing? Still looking at deals, still making offers, still doing the work. To get there, you have to do the work along the way.
Yeah, what I really do believe it's just these two steps. And again, it's when I put this together, I put it together because it's shocking. But I really do believe this. If you want to be a buy and hold real estate investor, especially if you work full time, one rental at a time is the only option.
It is.
You've got little bits of time every day because that's all I had. So I get it. You're going to pick on one market. You're going to get really good at it. It's going to take you 60, 90, 120 days to figure it out. But once you've unlocked it, you've got a skill the rest of your life. And I really do believe that. There's a lot of people that reach out to me or us and they say, hey, I live in LA or San Diego or Austin, Texas, one of an expensive market. And their goal is to invest out of state. What I tell them is, okay, realize what I teach in my course is a skill. So I'm going to tell you to research a zip code in LA. I'm just going to pick on LA. Because what I want you to do is on the weekend, I want you to drive around and I want you to go to open houses and I want you to see, touch, feel, and then learn the average for LA. And you're not doing that to waste time. You're doing it to have the skill. Like once you learn your golf swing, you could take it to any course in the country. I want you to learn in your backyard. Even if your backyard, I'm guessing LA is less than 1% is average. So if you could find average at 1% and then suddenly you see threes, you have unlocked the skill. Now, once you do that in LA, you can do it flipping anywhere.
That's right.
That's what I'm trying to teach. And I don't know why I get so much pushback. And then, oh, by the way, the Facebook group that's a part of it, having another 1,000 people.
Oh yeah.
Just network and talk about success and talking about price drops. And it's the happiest place on the internet, in my opinion.
Yeah. Pushback is always going to happen, Mike, because it's actually hard work.
Yes,
number one.
It's
and
actually
number two,
work.
and number two, it's not solved in 30 minutes on an HGTV commercial. or show. It's just, it's not like I watch those things and I'm like, okay. And then you like see the numbers and you're like, okay, no broker fee, no carry cost, no this, no that. And you're like, yeah, they made $89,000 gross.
Yeah.
And then where was their net? And then what was their tax, what was their taxes and everything else. And so, yeah, I mean, this is a skill. And if you want to get elite, the only way to get elite at anything is hard work and time invested and caring about getting your game to the elite status and being honest with yourself that you're not there.
Yeah. Very cool. Dion, you want to close on this one?
I had a great idea. And then I was watching Matt bust out the knife hand, and the Marine in me was like, oh crap, what's going on? Am I missing something? That's when you know it's real.
It's right. When the Marine does this.
Yes. It's just pay attention to everything around you as soon as that starts happening.
That's funny.
And I did have a thought too.
All right. Well, we'll go to Matt to wrap up, see if it comes back. So Matt, how can people follow you?
So you can follow me at lumberjacklandlord.com, lumberjacklandlord on YouTube. And much like my real estate career, I have elite hand to mouth. So I'm a killer around the dinner table. Elite hand to mouth. Thousands of hours of effort and practice has gone into this.
It's well earned. And Dion, how about you?
All right. Well, thanks for saving me there. My thought was, a lot of people think I want to invest or be an entrepreneur because I don't want to be stuck in a W-2 job. I don't want to have a boss. I don't want to have to work 40 hours a week. Not realizing an entrepreneur works 80 and your customers are your boss. And an investor, well, eventually, yeah, passive cash flow, profit can make it to where work doesn't have to happen as much. But in those first few years, it's more work than a job. Do the work every day because it is way more work than a job. With a better payoff after just a few years.
Potentially.
And to find me right here on YouTube, Dion Talk Financial Freedom. Thanks.
Yeah. And folks, just so you realize, both of these guys are active members in the private Facebook group. The private Facebook group is only for people who buy the $300 course. It's $299. The course is called How to Get Started One Rental at a Time. If you do buy it, you can ask to join the Facebook group, which is called One Rental at a Time Works. And again, we just loaded 14 videos on Airbnb from Alicia Merriman. So more content coming, and it came for free. So that's pretty cool. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mike.
Ciao.